ये भोसले काका अपना साथ देंगे. खरा मराठी माणूस, मराठी गौरव, भोसले काका अपने साथ है.
हाँ सर.
हाँ काका.
हाँ सर.
काका कब मैं.
हाँ सर.
कुछ पता चला किसने किया?
That it's a near silent role for you. You've hardly said anything in the film. And yet it's so impactful. When in your career, Manoj sir, did you realize the importance of silences for an actor?
Actually, you know, my first film, Bandit Queen, if you get time to, you know, revisit that film, see that film, my role was almost the same. I mean, almost no dialogue. You know, I love to be silent in front of the camera. I love to explore the silences in between the sentences, in between the dialogues. I love and I don't know. When I'm in character, I hate having dialogues. I mean, it may sound quite you know, bizarre, but when I was shooting for Bhonsle, all those, you know, 10 words that I said, 10 or 12 words that I said in the film, even those words I didn't want to say. You know, even those words were coming with lot of effort. You know, I was finding it too tedious to even utter those words. That's the character. That is the character. You know, and that was also an indication that I was into the skin of the character, because Bhonsle was finding it very hard to express himself, express his angst, express his pain, his misery. You know, he was very uncomfortable expressing him when it came to expressing himself.
You were in a sea of 70,000 people and you went unrecognized in that shot in Bhonsle. That is the kind of journey that you've had, and that speaks volumes about what you can achieve with the performances that you've done so far.
Oh yes, I mean, the challenge was not that people recognize you or don't recognize you, because I was pretty sure that, you know, the kind of rehearsals that we've done and makeup tests that we've done, I was pretty sure that, you know, I'll be completely unrecognized. Also, you know, if you are from Mumbai, you know that people, when they are joining a procession, Visarjan procession, they are only thinking about Ganpati that time. They are so involved. They are in prayers. They are completely, you know, they are frenzied about Ganpati and Ganpati going away. So somewhere I was very clear that with the body language that we've worked out, with the makeup, and with the people completely, you know, in trance about their, you know, belief or about the whole Visarjan thing, nobody will recognize it. But still, you know, people were, my unit, the production, everyone, they were all on their toes. Nobody wanted to take a chance. And there were, you know, few of the security people and few of the production guys, they were dressed up as the devotees, and they were, you know, surrounding me, you know, and they were also behaving as if, you know, they were part of the procession. You won't believe, I mean, it went on for 6-7 hours actually, and nobody came to know that it was me who was shooting there.
And you had your cinematographer right on that bridge, and he was shooting you through the crowd, and he wanted, you know, to capture Bhonsle in that sea of humanity because of those thoughts that were in his head. That particular juncture in that film speaks volumes. Cinematography की बात करते हैं सर, जिगमित का जो camera work है, it's not just him holding the camera and shooting. You have shot the film in ingenious ways, and I've seen the making where you've stuck an iPhone to a helmet and you're wearing it and you're shooting it. That's something that, you know, a filmmaker needs to have that kind of confidence in his cinematographer, and a cinematographer also needs to have a confidence in his own actors to be able to achieve it despite the odds.
Jigmet is one of a kind. He's from FTII, and mostly he stays in Leh Ladakh. You'll see him doing. I mean, when I was shooting for Family Man, and I met Jigmet, you know where I met Jigmet? I met Jigmet around 25, 30 kilometers, 2 hours away from Leh, because this is where this restaurant was in a very small place, and I went there just to check it out, the local food. And I was sitting there, and I met these Indian origin guys from USA, and they were doing a documentary. And that's where I spotted Jigmet. Jigmet was actually shooting the documentary with a 5D camera, and I found him there. So, and then he took me the next day. He took me on top of a mountain where there's so many girls, young girls. He gathered, whom he was, he was actually teaching them skill, and he was empowering them through the workshops. So he took me there. So Jigmet is somebody who is doing completely different thing when he's not shooting. And this is a guy who was short guy, always buzzing with ideas. I mean, by the time we shot that climax sequence in that cramped up place, in cramped up toilet, we had this trust in each other. He used to come in every time and tell me how to move myself so that the movement of the other actor is captured well. So he was always there with all his instructions, with all his trust. He's a very mild guy, very pleasant, very, very mild guy. And I would really wish you meeting him one day, because he's quite a God's child that way. You would enjoy interviewing him. You must talk to him.
Oh, I will. I would love to.
Yeah, one of these days. Yeah.